tablespoon, you go to the center of it.
So this is what inch you say this is?
3/4 inch.
Okay, 3/4 inch, my husband says. A drill bead he used to do this for me. And then the candle will stay in here. And then let me show you guys. And that's how it will look. Okay? Just some tablecloth. It's not nothing fancy. White one. We're gonna put on our table. Take out that chair. Take off this chair. And then we're just gonna open this up. This year I wanna do something very elegant. So that is why I'm gonna do all of this. And then I am going to run this in the middle of our table. Just like so. We're gonna bunch it up. You don't have to, but I like the color. This. Gonna put a little bit just to hang. And we just need a little right here to hang. Same thing. We're gonna do. And then we're just gonna make sure it is nice and wide in the middle, like so. Alright. And I might put this down to hold so my candle can have something to sit on. My husband made those for me. And we are going to be like this, right? This is looking good. And then I'll put a garland down. So give me a second. This was recording, but it wasn't. Oh, I hate when it shut down like that, because then I think you guys were seeing what I was doing, but you are not seeing what I was doing. But I just redid the centerpiece, but I like the way it's coming out. I just have these. We're just gonna tuck in somewhere that don't have one, maybe over here. Okay, we just do a bunch of little tucked in, and then we just add the flowers over here. So there we are. I am going to use these. One here, one here, and maybe one here. And then I have another one for here. And we are going to use these napkins. I think this will be pretty, but you can guys, I have these plates. I've been using them for a few years now. And then over there, and then I'll put another one here. Maybe. I also have these. All of these came from Home Goods a few years ago. So this one has some like so, and then I will be back. Let me grab a spoon. We could just take our napkin, right, and then hold in the middle. We could shake and then put a ring. Voila, yeah. It all depends of whichever look you like. I like this look, and then we could just grab this and put in the middle, right here. I think this one will go. Thanks. don't turn that on. Sorry. Okay, now we are ready. We are making some cornbread and chili. I'm just gonna place that here. I have a skillet, my cast iron pan with a tablespoon of butter. The oven is preheating at 325. We're gonna bake that for 40 to 50 minutes. So I'm just gonna set that on the side. All right, I'm making sourdough cornbread. So we need 4 eggs, cold and ready to go. Just try not to get any shell in there. For of that, we need half a cup of sour cream. I'm gonna add to that. I already measure. All right. I have my dough whisk, or you can use whatever you have. I'm gonna whisk that together. I know the sun is right there. My oven is ready. I'm just gonna whisk that together. Okay. I like to whisk until everything is mixed. So that's looking good. I have 1 cup of sourdough, my active sourdough starter in here. I gotta feed that. Gonna put that in. We're gonna whisk together until that is well combined, and then I'm gonna whisk together. All right. Then I have 1 cup of melted butter. It is cold. I melt it and let it hang out for a little bit so it could get cold. Be right back. Let me put my skillet in the oven so it can get hot and my butter can melt. All right, we are back. We're gonna mix that in. We're gonna mix that in, and then I have 1/3 cup of honey. We're gonna add to that. Okay, we're gonna add the honey, and I will be back. Guys, I was going without telling you guys anything. Now I like to grab my, what is that called? I don't even remember. A sifter, and then I have the pack of my cornbread. I have 2 of that. I'm just gonna sift it in so we don't have any lumps or crumbs. Hello, lovey. Okay. Yeah. That's just the husband passing by. You know, because people do live in this house. I'm gonna sift this in and then I'll be back. We also need half a teaspoon of salt. I totally forgot about that. I'm using red man salt. You can use whatever you have. And then we're just gonna mix that until it's all well combined. And then I have all my ingredients chopped for the chili. So we're gonna work on that. But every year I make a cornbread, but this year I'm making it sourdough. Honey, sourdough cornbread. This year I'm just using the shortcut way, but normally I do the cornmeal, the flour, but then I just use the box of the cornbread this time, because you know, sometimes you're a superwoman and sometimes you have to get help. Don't overmix. So this is good. Let me grab our skillet, our cast iron skillet from the oven, and then we'll pour that in, and then we'll work on our chili. So butter is all melted, and I have my cornbread. Yeah, just pour that in. So hopefully we don't make a mess in my oven. Okay. All right. We are just gonna get that level like this, and then I probably put this in a thing. Looks like it's going to make a bloody mess. All right, people. Let me put that in the oven, and when it's all done, I will meet you. And we are gonna work on our chili. Oh, now, okay. I already have my onion, my bell peppers, green onion, and celery chop up, and then some garlic also. I have some beans. I'm using white beans, a can of tomato, crushed tomato. You use whatever you like in there. And then I have my ground beef, and we're gonna do that. So I'm just gonna get that heat up, and then I'll see you guys. So now we are just gonna put some oil in here. I got these at Home Goods this year, and then we're just gonna dump in. We're gonna saute that until it's translucent, and then we're gonna add our meat. That's how I like to do it. You do it the way you want it. It's all about you. So I'm just gonna let that, and then when that is translucent, we're gonna add our garlic in there. Like my husband always say, I like to kill a vampire, but you do you. Time to add our garlic. And then when that is cooking, I'm just gonna rinse off a few dishes and put in the dishwasher. Okay, I got my chunk of meat right here. We're gonna dump that in. Okay, and then I'm gonna break that down. We're gonna saute that until all the pink, there's no longer any pink left, and then we're gonna add our seasoning. All right, then like our meat is good, there's no longer any pink. I have a pack of chili, McCormick one. I'm gonna put that in. Okay. I need some Herve de Provence, or you can use whatever you have, but I like me some Herve de Provence in here. We'll say a teaspoon and a half of that. I'm gonna mix that in. I got a can of tomato. Gonna dump that in. Maybe you might. Okay. I also have some broth in here. Let's see, we'll do a cup and a half of that. You could do more than that. I also have, I get some tomato paste you could put in there also. Let me see if I have any. And then we have our beans. I already rinsed. You could put whatever beans you like, but this is the one I like. All right. We're gonna let that come to a boil, and then we're gonna reduce it to a simmer. Let me grab. Perfect. Let's check our pan, and then we'll check for seasoning. Okay. We still have a little too much water in here, so I'm just gonna allow it to cook. But let me check for the seasoning. Okay. And also I need to add some heat. I forgot to add my, so we are going to add some slap your mama seasoning. Not a whole bunch, maybe that much. I like it hot. So I'm gonna allow that to do its thing. I need a little more water to get out of there. And then try that one more time. Okay. Check on chili, our cornbread. I put it. Okay, so this is good. We're just gonna turn that off. I think it's good. Perfect. I'm just gonna put some chili in a bowl so it can get cool. And then I don't even have any. That's looking delicious, so I'm gonna let it get nice and cool. Definitely misjudge how big my cast iron skillet was, but we got it. It's okay. It came over the edge, but then all I did was put some foil so it doesn't burn. So it's now, I'm just letting it cool, and then we're gonna cut into it, and I'm gonna go have some lunch. Okay, let's, cornbread is ready. I have some of my chili here. I already cut this into wedges, so I'm just gonna go in, and then there we are. And then we're gonna put some, I will just drizzle some honey on there if you have some, but I don't have any more honey. Thank you guys for joining me. Let's try it first. There goes our chili. Just take a little bit. Lord, thank you for the food I'm about to receive. Amen. That is very, our cornbread is very soft. Wow, that's really good.